The family chase him because he has no money. Once upon a time, in a crooked little town at the edge of a wide, empty desert, there lived a man named Finley. Finley was a dreamer, a soft-hearted fool, some would say, who never cared much for riches. He lived in a creaky house with his large and boisterous family. Uncles, aunts, cousins, and even second cousins. They all shared the same roof, the same food, and unfortunately, the same ambition, money. Everyone in Finley's family believed that wealth was the key to happiness. Every day, they would gather around the long kitchen table and talk of schemes, selling rare spices, trading camels, investing in imaginary gold mines. And every time Finley would sit quietly, sipping his tea, thinking of clouds and songs rather than coins. "You'll never amount to anything, Finley," his Aunt Magda would screech, slapping the table. "Mark my words," said his Uncle Bert. "If you don't bring in your share, we'll throw you out like yesterday's bones." But Finley just smiled and went back to helping old Mr. Orloff fix his roof, or planting flowers for Miss Gwen down the road. Kindness was his currency, and though he was rich in friends, he was poor in everything else. Then one day, the family called a grand meeting. "We have decided," Cousin Margot announced, her voice sharp as a needle. "Finley must pay his debt to the house, or else ... Finley, sitting at the far end of the table, blinked. "What debt?" he asked, genuinely confused. "All the meals you ate, all the beds you slept in, all the air you breathed," they shouted in unison. They gave him 3 days to find the money. Finley tried. Oh, he tried. He sang songs in the market square, hoping for coins, but earned only smiles. He offered to tell stories to the baker's children, but the baker only laughed. He even tried to sell paintings he made from river mud and flower petals, but no one seemed interested in buying beauty when they could buy bread. At the end of the 3rd day, Finley came home empty-handed. The family exploded. "Where is the money?" screamed Uncle Bert. "US," howled Aunt Magda. "He must pay," roared Cousin Margot. And so began the chase. Finley fled out the back door, with the whole family charging after him. A stampede of furious relatives waving sticks, frying pans, and rolling pins. They chased him through the town square, across the dry riverbed, and into the endless desert beyond. Night fell, and the stars blinked overhead. Finley ran until his feet were sore, and his throat was dry. Finally, when he could run no more, he collapsed beside a twisted tree under the moonlight. Alone at last, Finley stared up at the sky. "I may not have money," he whispered to the stars, "but I have my freedom." In the town he left behind, the family eventually forgot him, too busy arguing over who owed who. Meanwhile, Finley made a new life in the desert. He built a small hut near the twisted tree,